Hello everyone, I'm Ashley Brittany. I'm an MBA student specialized in international business. I'm here today to explain you about a topic called that is very important to discuss about is how transforming business through information technology. Our mainly talks about how information technology IT transform business in this era. So come let us look into every aspect and all the things deeply and more clearly in the upcoming slides. Thank you. Okay, now let us see the meaning of what is transforming business through information technology, that is called IT. So let me read it for you once. Transforming business through information technology means using technology to completely change and improve our company operates, making it more efficient and effective and competitive. This mainly tells that now in present generation, without information technology, without AI, without network or internet, none of the business actually runs because in earlier days business used to run without any technology, but as the days come or the generation gaps or generation changes, we need information technology to run business because as the competitiveness is much more around the world, like there are many companies and many talented peoples around. So we need information technology, internet and all these facilities to upgrade our business, to make it more efficient, that is make it more faster and accurate and also effective. Because through as the second line, I mean the next line says that this involves leveraging technology to streamline processes, enhance customer experience and drive innovations, ultimately lead to business growth and success. Yeah, 100%. With the help of information technology, a business can gain more customer experience where we can reach a lot of people outside, a lot of customer outline. So yeah, we can reach more customers outside, and also we can drive innovative. We get many ideas through information technology, and also through information technology we can develop our business. We can take our business to the globally by reaching out many people through internationally. Mainly information technology now plays a important aspect or important major role in a business. So I think this will be a clear meaning of what is international, I mean information technology, how it transforms our business. So the third slide that talks about the computer devices. This is very easy. So everyone knows what is computer devices. So computer devices is mainly divided into three parts. We can say that is hardware, software, and storage devices. Hardware in under hardware, it is divided into two things, that is internal devices and external devices. Internal devices comprises of CPU, that is central processing unit, motherboard, RAM, and power supply. That will be inside the computer, but you can touch and feel it. And external devices is monitor, mouse, printer, and speaker. If that will be outside the computer, as we all know, speaker, keyboard, and everything. So this is one part, is hardware. It is a tangible thing where you can touch and feel the feel of it or the texture of it. And the next components of a computer devices is software. So software is where the application and everything is stored inside the computer, and it performs us all the roles and everything. So software is divided into two things, that is system software and application software. System software also comprises of two things, that is operating system and device drivers. Application software is divided into again three things, that is productivity software, games, and web browsers. We know what is games is all the application apps that we download to play games. Web browser is like Google, Firefox, and many things. And the third component is storage devices. The name storage only tells us it is a thing where all our data files can be stored. So in this also there are various types. So the first type is primary storage. That is where that is a random access memory. In that all the data will be stored. The next is hard disk drivers. Sorry, under secondary. So first is primary, the secondary. Under secondary storage, there are two things, that is hard disk drivers and solid state drivers. And And the third, there is another thing called as optical storage, it is CD, as we all know, and Blu-ray disc, that is cloud storage is also, it is a new thing that is working as a boom in the market, in the business world, where you can store all the data and all the data of finance data and anything about a business in the cloud storage, and we can access it in any part of the world. It is a because as it is called as a remote service, it has a remote service, so we can access it all over the world. So this is all about what are the computer devices, and under that there are many things. So I've given a clear, I think it is a clear mind map so that you all can understand it. So now let us look into the next slide, that is internal components of a CPU. So we all know the abbreviation of CPU, that is, it is a central processing unit, and it is a brain of a computer. So CPU is where located it is a hardware, and it is a internal devices. So now let us deeply look into the components, internal components of a CPU. The first one is control unit. So what is the meaning of control unit? What does it? It directs, it retrieves, decodes instructions, and manages data. Means simply to say that it directs the flow of data and instructions inside the CPU. So it just directs all the data's flows and manages it. The next thing is ALU, that is arithmetic logical units. So it performs arithmetic and logical operations. It does all the mathematical calculations in our excels and whatever we do. So this is a component which performs all this works. And the third thing is bus. What this does is it is a pathway that transforms all the data from 1 minute. It transforms all the data instructions and control signals between all the CPU core parts and also other components. So it is a pathway for everything, for all the components and also inside the CPU. The next one is cache memory. What is a cache memory? A cache memory is a small and it is very fast memory for frequently accessed data. Simply to say that it is very fast memory in the CPU that stores frequently used for a quick access whenever we need any data to be displayed immediately, and this works as a best. The last one is registers. What is registers? Means it is also the same as like cache, that is also small. It is a fast memory location for storing all the temporary data. So this cache memory and register, it looks similar, but the work which it does is does as a difference. So here in cache memory, all the data can be accessed frequently or immediately, and registers is also small and also a fast memory, but it can only store all the data for a temporary period of time and not for a longer period of time. So I think this is the whole view of the internal components of CPU, and I think it will be useful and it is understandable also. And now, from all the previous slides, we got to know what are the components and what is a CPU and what is the internal components of CPU and so on. So as our topic tells that how the IT transforms the business. So come, let us all know what is the role or the responsibility or duty of an information technology, what it does mainly in a business. So the first role is it is streaming process. Means it is automate all the tasks, it automatically performs all the tasks. So here actually the human works will be little bit less, because the use of technology, the work happens fast, and also it automatically does when we give instructions, and also it reduces errors. We cannot say that humans make mistakes sometimes, but computers or internet or the network or the internet or the AI does not make mistakes, because it is previously it is automatically generated all the informations. So it mainly reduces risk and also errors from it, and it makes our work easy. The next role we can see is improves communications. Yeah, This talks about enhances collaborations and also customer engagement. So a business, the main goal of a business mainly is profit, but other than that, the main thing what I feel is where we engage with the customer. So as human beings, we cannot capture or look into a large crowd of people from also from the globally or from other states, but internet platform or IT can play a major role in collaborating and building a network, and also like attracting many customer around the world by engaging with them to the help of IT. So this is one of the main and important role of IT in business. The third role is drives innovation. So drives innovation means now and then, like every time there is a new resources or everything that has come in online and in international technology, so it is very easy to drive innovation. So enables new business models and also digital engagement. And the last role we can see is reduces cost. Yeah, every business sees that where they want their expenses to be cut down and the profits to be increased. So here, because of IT, international, I mean information technology, here we can also have less of humans, and also our work reduces, reduces cost in the sense that when reaching out to the customer or to the other clients, we need to, if there is no information technology, we have to travel from one place to another, and there is a lot of expense. But sitting in a place, sitting in even in a room, sitting in a place based just with the help of an internet connection, a proper connection and a information technology, and we can work on it and bring clients and we can communicate with them. So this is one of the means where it reduces and also automates tasks and improves efficiency. So when we go travel from one place to another, meet a client, then talk to them, and or catch for customers, it takes a lot of time. So here it improves efficiency. It is much faster and also accurate. So I think this is the role of IT in business. These four things are the main and important roles. So the last topic today we are going to discuss is about computer booting process. So what is booting process? It is a sequence of steps your computer follows from being powered off to being ready for you to use. So first let me tell what are the process. First step is power on, second is post, third is bootloader, fifth is system initialization, sixth is OS loading, that is operating system loading, sixth is user interaction, and the final one, seventh, is application execution. So there are 7 steps that is required for computer booting process. So let me explain one by one. Power on. First step is power on. Here you press the power button, electricity starts flowing to the computer's components. So it is very easy to understand. You just press the power button from the on your computer or laptop. So our electronic system starts on. It starts to it switches on. So the next step is post. Post, the abbreviation of post is power on self test. Here, the moment you on the computer, the booting process is where the computer itself checks all the hardware components like RAM, keyboard, storage to ensure they are in the working condition. It rechecks itself. The third point is bootloader. Here, a small program stored in firmware BOIS that locates and loads all the operating system from storage into a memory. So the fourth step is system initialization, here where the operating system starts setting up system processes, devices, drives, and all the core services. So it starts up setting up, or it starts or make sure everything is proper in conditions to work, or to start the computer. The fifth point is OS loading, that is operating system loading. Here what we see is the operating system kernel is loaded in memory and starts managing hardware and software. So here the OS loading, operating system, looks after where all the hardware and also the software devices are ready to perform. And the sixth point is user interactions. A user interaction is where the system displays a login screen or desktop allowing you to interact with them. So before we press login into sign in into, all these processes are happening behind the computer, that is inside the computer, like we saw post, bootloader, system initialization. The sixth point is where a computer asks us like shall we log in, switching in, or whatever the varieties of computer gives us. So this is where it interacts with the human, with the user, whether to start the software. Last, application execution is where once logged in, you can run applications and perform tasks. So where now you decide to on the, or log into the computer, sign into the computer, and now all the applications work perfectly and it starts to perform all the tasks. So I think this is the a short and crisp explanation of what and how a computer booting process looks like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I think it will be useful for everyone who has watched this video from beginning to the end. And thank you once again.